We die! Here comes the Ragan! I love the cutscene for this. Boom! Welcome back, my fairies, and we're continuing on with the Phantasy Star Clementine server. There's a couple of things I actually forgot to do last time. I'm going to do them right now and immediately add the rifles to the palette. I'm also going to link I need to learn the photon arts, so this is something that you guys should do as well. Add that to armor first. Is once you've bought the photon arts, you need to make sure you learn them, like so. And we could upgrade things as well. Well, yeah. So yeah. Then once we've learnt them, we're going to link them to the different weapons. And just a safe measure, in case things go extremely wrong, I'm going to pop them on the palette. And yeah, that's if the PP runs out. And now we're going to head to Parum. So this is the first planet you go to, and that's in the story. So I think, yeah, you actually on the first game go here before actually doing any of the linear line missions. So that's something to think about, that this should be technically an easier area. I think that the way they've designed it is that, you know, it's a bit easier on the main Guardians colony because that's where you start. All the shops are in the West District, and there is some missions in the West District. But the first missions are in the East District, so we're going to head down there. Need to make sure, you know, my items are not too full. It's still pretty full at the minute. That's because I didn't sell that. It's okay though. Oh, there's no need for a PP recharge, so I don't need to do that anyway. So yeah, we're going to go see what the mission is for this. It should be the I forget what it's called. Mad Creatures. That's the one. Oh my, level 10 plus. I mean, we can jump into it and see what happens. I mean, it could go wrong. We can always back out. Should be able to back out. So let's go forward and see what happens. Oh yeah. Now that we have the rifle, we should do a bit more damage. And they are fire type, right? Yes. They're also fire type, as you can see in the top left. So the fact that they're fire type means I picked ice type, so they, you know, I'm going to immediately do more damage. So I just kind of was thinking ahead, really, you know. And then these are electric type, the Vara. So I was again thinking ahead and picking the ground type. So if you want to come ahead and do this mission yourself, you know, maybe perhaps prep for that. Bring in the frozen and ground type variations of your weapons. And we also need to make sure we look for all of these, because we could find things that we need, like monomates. I don't know why it does that. It's just telling us about the mission, which I know. Okay, and we also need to scan trees for this mission as well, because we might get a destructible tree. So this is not one, really. Oh, it is. Wow, the first one is a tree we can destroy. Yeah, so that's first tree we can destroy. Ground type. And you'll probably hear me do that a lot. I will say ground type or ice type to an enemy, so they're fire as well. Oh, I didn't think I got him, but apparently I did. And I confuse myself sometimes, because I'll go ice type or, you know, frozen type or whatever, and then I'll go, oh, so I need to have the fire type weapon. But I'm saying ice type as that's what the enemy is, but it's not. The enemy is fire type. So I'll probably say something that sounds wrong, like I'll say ground type to these even though they're electric type enemies. So that's what I mean when I say that. It's just my sort of, reminder what weapon to use, when to use it, how quick to use it. And yeah, we need to make sure they're charged up enough. And oops, did not mean to do that. And actually, for the fact that this is a level 10 mission, and already I'm not really struggling with it. I don't really see my health drop. I'm paying a bit of attention to it, but then consider as well that I am playing the ranger, so I'm distancing myself from everything. Staying as far back as possible. I'm shooting it. I'm not allowing it to get close. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. So early you might have seen, I mean I should have still done it because I don't know if this game's changed anything, but when you see a set of double trees, like trees together, usually, like, typically they're not destructible. So yeah, I thought they were polar. Yeah, they are. Okay, so yeah, this should be a destructible tree. Nope, it's not. So the ones I think are not, and the ones I think are not are. Yeah, so basically me staying far away from them is allowing me to not take damage. You probably saw that I went to pick up a monomate and that's already full. I don't know why. I mean, you can go ahead and ask me, but I can't answer the question for you. But I tend to fill my partner machine up with maxed out, monomates, trimates, photon chargers, which is why earlier I put them in the storage, because I knew I was full and I want to be able to pick stuff up. It makes literally no difference because it's not like I can I can't use 20. I can have 20. That's the max you can potentially have at one time, and that's including the ones in storage. So yeah, we can have that many, but you can't use that many, so we can only use, I believe it's left, only use 10 or have 10 on you, and then you can only store 10 in the partner machine. So yeah, that's something to consider. And that tree on the right should be destructible, but there's also some tiny little hay bales around here, so make sure we get them. I also don't know whether I should sell some of the things that I think are useless, like for instance the Kotova juice stuff. I don't know if it's useful in this. These sort of things, yeah, fruit juice and that, it sort of just heals you. So yeah, I don't know if it's useful to keep. I suppose I'll just put it into storage if I need the space, because I've got to consider, I can only have 60 items. I'm already up to 40 again. To be honest with you though, when you're doing early missions, you should generally pick up the same sort of materials. So even when you're high up with the things, you pick up things that won't increase your inventory space. So they'll stack. That's not a destructible tree. So yeah, that's one thing to actually consider, is that they don't stack. Oh no, they do stack, so they won't fill your inventory space up that much. So yeah, everything will stack to 99, should be, pretty much. When it's at 99 in partner machine, then you can't give it any more, and then you can only carry 99, so it's up to you whether you sell those items that are excess or do whatever you wish with them. Wow, nice. We've got 2 reds there. Typically I would know what enemies are coming up next, just because of the repetition of missions, and typically I'd know which way to go next as well. I actually think this is the wrong way. And so I will say this a lot as well. You'll probably hear me go, this is the wrong way, and it's actually the right way. When I say that, it means it's the wrong way to go because it's the right way to go. I'm just making it more confusing. So getting the S is obviously getting all the enemies killed. So wrong way is going the right way, because we'll end up not exploring all the other areas. And we need to explore every little side area, every little inch of this to get all of the enemy types. Not enemy types, but all of the enemies that will possibly spawn. And yeah, one way to tell that is, you know, keys. You know, if you ever pick up key 2 and you're like, why have I got key 2 and never seen key 1? That is a quick way to tell whether or not you've skipped an area. So there's some areas where, you know, you have to double back on yourself and go around in circles, and you'll use teleportations. I don't know what's in this. I don't know if half of those missions are in this or not. Photon recharge if you need it. It cost me 1 meseta because that's how much I need it. Wow. Don't see that in the main story much. In fact, you barely see it. You run out of charges being a ranger playing the main story, especially Ethan. Yeah, it's so awkward. Make sure we check all these hidden areas for hay bales. I want to pick up as much as possible. But yeah, this is the issue, that you might end up having to drop sort of well, you don't want to drop materials, that's the thing, so you might have to end up dropping a weapon. I mean, it's no problem, I can drop weapons I'm not going to use, but it just means I don't get to sell them later on and stuff, so that's kind of, you know, a shame. But we don't need, yeah, well, I was going to say we don't need the money. Meseta do need the meseta, so, you know, got to consider that and all those things. I don't think that was a destructible tree. I think that one is on the right. I mean, this area is slightly different to the area I'm used to. Wait, if this... No, wait, this isn't the one that one, is it? Burning Plains, or whatever it's called. It's called something where you get gold over, but this might go to that area with gold over. We need to be careful because of that. So yeah, I need to make sure I'm paying attention. Don't want to get to the part where Goldova is, because that mission might be too difficult for us at this point. I mean, I'm saying that, but oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, I might have missed things. Yeah, I skipped enemies. Yeah, I went the wrong way at some point. Did not get the S rank because I went the wrong way. It was back there somewhere. Right, Rathon Field Base. Rathon Meadow. Oh yeah. Mission Mad Creatures. Sea End. Okay. This is the problem, is this one is kind of going to be challenging, I think. Yeah, nope, there's no need to recharge. Is there a shop person? That's the next question. The guy should be down here. Is he down here? Where are you, guy? There you are. There he is. Yeah. So the next mission is probably Goldova. And it's an interesting one to do. So we'll see how things go there. I might as well sell these now. Might as well sell that. Am I selling? I need to take it off the thing first. I mean, I know I'm not going to use. Oh, let's just sell them. I'm not going to use them. Never going to use any of these. I'm going to keep them. I don't think I'll use them, but I'm going to keep them. And yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what to do with them. That can be sold because it's a rod. I don't need that. Okay, so I just want to quickly look to see what the next mission actually is. I think it's going to be the tough one. So we'll see what it is. Plains Overlord. Oh, it's going to be the Ragan. Of course, you fight the Ragan first. Level 15. Do you know what? Let's give it a shot and see if we can take down the Ragan. I mean, this is where I absolutely decimate it, and you know, we can celebrate. or where I absolutely die. So yeah, I need to get rid of that because I don't know why it comes up. But we'll see what happens. It could be challenging. I mean, they're level 15, I'm level 7, so this could take a bit of time compared to everything else, based on the fact that, you know, their level is extremely high. I wanted to see what my inventory was like. It's fine. I actually shot one through the grass. Yeah, so this is technically no, because Seed Advance is technically the first boss, but this is technically the, you know, first big boss, sort of very Monster Hunter-esque boss, where, you know, we can see how large it is and its movement. And it's hindered by its large movement, but it does a lot of damage, has a lot of health. It takes a lot to take down, and if you're doing a ranger play normally, it normally consumes a lot of PP or photon charges. That might not be the case here, but we'll find out if it does consume it or not. Yeah, so there should be some Avara coming through that bush. It's like I know exactly what's going to happen. I mean, I do know what's going to happen. I just know the enemies on this game. I know where they're going to come. I know what type they are. I've already said all that. Some of you are going to sit there and say, that's sad. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad it's sad. I absolutely want to be the saddest person in the world, knowing every enemy type. And I'm going to need to learn all the new ones, if there is new ones, which there should be, because, you know, it's all new. I can't wait to learn all the new missions and do all the new parts. And yeah, I mean, this is great for levels. Absolutely great, because of all the facts that all these things are giving us more XP than we technically would get. So it's not a lot, 38, really, for them, but it's a lot considering what we probably could get. So yeah, it's something worth thinking about. And yeah, might level up faster than we should. Yeah, I thought the Vara were ground. Yeah, I was going to say it then. I thought they were ground type. They're not ground type. It means use ground type. Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought they were electric type, which means use ground type. Because it's not the burning plane. Yeah, when it's the burning plains, and oh my gosh, am I glad we do not have to do the burning plains. If anyone knows how irritating it is to do the photon eraser and photon reflector, hit like to show me that compassion. Because it is such draining, it's so irritating. And I'm just glad I haven't seen it in this. I don't think it's in this. We can celebrate that it might not be in this. We don't have to do that. We don't have to grin and bear the absolute horribleness of those missions. I don't mind doing them, but once you've done them once or S-rank them once, I do not do them again. Whereas other missions like doing Ragan, I will do again and again. And I don't know if I'll actually come back to some of these missions on here, if I just will keep progressing. Maybe there's some people that want to suggest what missions for me to do. Maybe they want to say, hey, go here, do this. I mean, as you saw, this has the case of C, B, and A for each mission. So this is just the C version of this mission, which is easy enough. So there I am saying we won't face Ragan again. We've got to do the A rank and potentially an S rank mission of Ragan. So yeah, I kind of think that would be interesting to do. So we'll see how that goes. It should be alright. I mean, he's not super scary. but he's one of the tougher bosses, especially on a harder difficulty. Well, by that I mean he'll be a higher level, so he'll be a harder difficulty. So especially then. Otherwise, he's fairly easy. We'll find out. I mean, if I completely fail and die, then you'll be like, ha ha ha, she died. Oh, now we can laugh. Oh, she's so useless at this game. And then, you know, there might be people that sat there going, I died within the first 10 minutes of this game. How are you so good at this? So, well, I don't know, you know, what your experience with it is, but I probably did die the first time I played this game a lot. So, you know, I can feel you. I can understand. You know, I can sympathize with you on that. It's not an easy game to learn mechanics of straight away, and I dived straight into it and just absolutely ran off and annihilated everything. Made it look easy. My opinion is the Ranger class does. You're never getting close. Maybe that's my sort of, you know, scumbag reason why I like to play a Ranger, because I want to be as far away from the scary things as possible, and I don't want them to be anywhere near me, and it just makes it easier for me. So this is strange, because this is the area where you go to see Goldova, and it's not going to be Goldova, is it? Or is, I don't know what it's going to be. It should be. So Brawler of the Plains, I don't know if that's what the mission was called, but Brawler of the Plains, that's usually what we fight the Ragan on, so I can't remember what this mission was called, but Plains Overlord this was called, so maybe they changed the name slightly, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see how things play out. Yeah, just see what happens next. I don't know what area we're on. Typically things are 3 areas long. Whether they have a boss at the end or not is, you know, down to what mission it is and how long it is and stuff. The third block, as you see there, block 3, you know, is typically where the end part will be, or the end boss will be. Doesn't seem to be the case here. It might be after this that we fight the Ragan. It's starting to feel a bit more like the Ragan's at the next corner of this mission, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Or not. I mean, I took a hit there, and I took a fair amount of, not a lot, but a fair amount of damage. For anyone that is, you know, wondering, I mean, I haven't done it on this version, but I know there's nothing around there. You can go all the way around, there's nothing there. There might be on this version, and, you know, if you played this, you can say, oh, you missed something, go back. But you can see it from down. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can tell me I missed something as much as you want. I can see that area from up top. So yeah, you can run around there. I've run around the whole maps before, making sure I know where all the enemies are. Get my S rank on every mission. Spend the time to decrease the time of the missions so that I can get the S rank. Kill all the enemies to get the S rank. That's usually the 2 things, either kill all the enemies, do it in a fast enough time, or don't let someone die, or don't die yourself. So yeah, that's kind of pretty much the same strategy here. You know, don't die, no one incapacitated, and kill every enemy. So getting through every mission, S rank in it is fair play. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how things go from that point. Not particularly sure whether or not the end game boss is going to be in this. That'll be interesting to see, and it's one of the fun ones to do. There's also other fun ones, like a serpentine worm thing that you travel on this like moving platform, and yeah, that's a really fun mission that's only on Ambitions of the Illuminous PS2 thing, or if you had it on Xbox 360, was only part of that DLC. It's a good mission, and I hope I can show that at some point. I don't know if I'll show every mission, everything. I honestly don't know what I'm doing with this. Like, am I calling this a series? I don't know what I'm calling this, but I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. So, I'll let you know as soon as I know. This does not look very... Oh, this does not. Yeah, this is where we die. Here comes the Ragan. I love the cutscene for this. Boom. Okay, so he's fire type, and a fun note here, shooting them in the head is the weak spot of this guy. So I'm just going to keep shooting his head. As you can see, I can shoot his wings, it's not as powerful. He's going to face away and show me his bolt, which is even less powerful. I need to make sure I get close to him. Standing next to him when he's moving around causes the ground to shake, and you can take damage from that or knockback from that, which is why, playing a ranger type, hunter type is difficult. If you're an up close personal person, you're going to find difficulty in getting him. Reason why I said the wings are not weak on him is because later when we see Omnagoog and Dimnagoog, if we get to those bosses, which hopefully we will, their wings, when we hit their wings, we'd not only knock them down from the sky, but that's their weak point, and it does more damage to them. And he's going to go flying now, which means he's going to throw fireballs at me from the sky, and I can easily dodge all of his attacks because I know them all. And that's one of the things I love. He's so stupid. It's literally just time. I mean, only issue was time really with him. I'm not scared about his attacks, except for that maybe, which auto-targeted, and I did not think to dodge it. Oh, come on. So yeah, it's just time related on killing him, really. Where are you gone now, Ragan? Come back. Oh, you swine. You above me. Okay. I do not like you. You are not in my friend book. Where are you going? There's me saying I know all of his attacks, and he's being an absolute nightmare to attack at the moment. Maybe they changed some of his attacks, maybe they made him tougher. That's an auto lock on, seriously. Like, really? I could not believe that. Oh, he's dead. I only had to use one Monomate, and I technically didn't have to use it, I just used it for safeguarding reasons. That's the Ragan dead. What do we think the rank was? Yes, S rank. Typically that would get you a room decoration. Oh my goodness! And that just leveled us up massively, getting S rank on that. Wow. That is what I call overpowered. Oh my. Yes. Wow. So, and all this items afterwards as well. This is nice. I don't know if the items are all shared when you do like co-op parties and that, but yeah, this is such a nice thing to see. And I believe that is the end of that area. Wait, how do we leave? Yeah, how do we leave? Oh, leave the field there. That can be used to leave the field. But other than leaving, I am going to call that for this episode. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for further episodes. Shall see you all in the next one.